most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Hennig, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to talk about the big lie about frozen shoulders we see again and again. I just had to say something, Brad, because I've been a little disgusted by this.
Yeah, you've been disgruntled, disgusted, and discouraged.
Yeah, wow, that was good.
The 3 Ds.
So we're talking about frozen shoulders. Frozen shoulders are very common, but they're poorly understood.
Yeah.
They cause pain and decreased motion at the shoulder. That is well understood.
Right.
And while it is minimally understood, what is known that it generally has 3 phases. Almost all cases.
Right.
So we have the freezing phase, the frozen phase, and the thawing phase. Let's just talk briefly about these because it's important.
And they actually coin this. These terms are used medically.
Yes, yes.
It's just not slang.
No, it isn't.
Yeah,
right.
so-
It's very, you see it in the literature even.
Sure.
So the freezing phase, this is when you start to lose motion in your shoulder. You have increased pain. This is probably the most painful phase.
Okay.
So that's the first phase. That can last 6 to 9 weeks.
So it gradually gets worse and worse and plateaus.
And it plateaus and
yeah.
it goes into the frozen stage. Less pain. You still are stiff, so you have trouble doing things. You have trouble performing activities. But this can last 4 to 6 months.
Yeah. You're probably getting them excited.
Right. So now we get to the final phase, the thawing phase. This is where it gradually improves, returns to normal. This can take 6 months to 2 years. So you're looking at, if you're on the low end of things, the whole procedure to get through a frozen shoulder could be like 6 months. Longer, it could go up to 2 years if you're on the high end of it. And it tends to be what they call self-limiting. It means that often it will get better on its own. I mean, if you don't do anything, a lot of cases will get better on their own. It's just going to take a long time.
Right.
So, like I said, a long time could be 6 months to 2 years. So
Right.
So what I'm trying to make a point here is that the big lie is that we read titles from YouTube, other YouTube guys. I don't mean to besmirch them, but
Yes, you do.
I do, because I think they're lying. And they're saying they're touting a miracle cure. And I've looked at the research, and there's no quick or miracle cure.
Yeah.
That's hard to say, by the way.
If it does get better quickly, it wasn't a frozen shoulder.
No.
A true.
Exactly, Brad.
Should I
Good
give
point.
some examples?
Yeah, give some titles that
Titles.
just
Frozen shoulder gone in seconds with amazing chiropractic adjustment.
not against the chiropractors, because there's physical therapists that have bad titles on there too. So
Right.
Oh.
Right. Frozen shoulder cure, non-surgical discovery. Now that one's a little more vague. It's not saying it fixes it quick. But,
right,
Yeah.
right, that one may be acceptable.
60-second shoulder release for frozen shoulder, adhesive capsulitis. Yes, and that,
Nobody's going to make this frozen shoulder better in 60 seconds. I can tell
right,
you right
and
there.
that was from a chiropractor too.
Brad,
It was.
you didn't have to say that.
Well, it was. I
Okay,
didn't say his name.
all right,
Frozen shoulder release. Well, that one uses a name, and I'm not sure we want to
yeah,
do that. Adhesive capsulitis, frozen shoulder fixed with one treatment.
yeah.
Trigenic
that's
oat
not-
procedure. I
Yeah,
don't
again,
know.
that's not going to happen. I'm sorry. There's just no research that says that's going to happen.
Right. Do you want me to do
How about one more? Give me
one
one more.
more? Frozen shoulder exercises. How I got relief in just 2 days.
Yeah, again, not going to happen.
Well, that one, they might get
Relief.
some kind of relief, but they're not going to cure it or
Right.
make it go from here to here.
Right, I'll give that one credit.
Yeah, that one's
possibly could
skirting the edges a little bit.
Right. So what we're saying is that there are things you can do to calm the pain down, and we will go over that in the next couple of
Sure.
videos. And there are things you're going to do to help move it along a bit. The studies show that it does help to do stretches and strengthening to the shoulder.
Right.
It does give you the best chance for a full recovery.
Sure.
This is especially true in the thawing phase. You really want to hit it, but even in the freezing and frozen phase, you probably want to try to do some movement.
Right. I mean, just thinking about it from a therapist's point of view is if you just left it idle
Right.
through those phases, it's probably going to take longer than
Yes.
if you do some stretching. And how much and how aggressive, those are the big questions.
It's going to be determined by the pain levels.
Sure.
I mean, what it's going to allow you to do. But obviously, too, if you're not using the shoulder, it's going to get very, very weak.
Right.
So,
That's a good point.
So we're, again, this video is a part of a series of videos on shoulder pain. It's on our website, bobandbrad.com.
Yep.
Go to the website, go to the program section, and you'll find the shoulder videos, and you can go through and pick out the ones you like. And what else, Brad, is each video
There's
have?
a PDF print off with notes from the complete video, so you don't have to go through and read or review each video every time.
Right.
If you can't remember what was that exercise, look at the PDF printout. Oh yeah, that's
If you want to see all the titles of the videos we didn't like, they're all on that printout, by the way, too. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, okay.
Well, all right. Well, we do what we can. Thanks for watching.